And here I am again. Please enter the secret password, 11 characters, use the keyboard, escape to cancel. I think Mr. Onigawa gave me the password before. Ah, yeah. Welcome to the rec room. Huh? Well, this is different. Bloody Aki. Thank you for playing Misao. But it was loaded with silly traps. But still, did you enjoy it? I'm glad if you enjoyed it. Enjoy this bonus room too. And Mr. Onigawa. Ah yes, what will it be? Onigawa is a real mystery. Maybe the truth on him will never fully come to light. He's certainly not human, we can say that. So in Misao's part, i.e. her torso, didn't need to, because Onigawa already sacrificed him in advance. So, goes the rumor. Initially, I simply made Onigawa because I needed a save point. I agonized over whether to make him the chairman of the board or student council president. His original name was Onizuka. I made Onigawa to be a little more unusual. I just wanted to have Oni in there. Listen carefully to my lectures. About Sota, a mysterious suave teacher, basically a murderer with a dark past. Sota was suspicious from the start. Maybe lots of people predicted he was bad news. Yeah, probably. Yeah. This doesn't really impact the story, but Sota wasn't ever attacked because the evil spirits were too scared to come near. And that's because Misao fears Sota. Misao and the spirits are linked in a sense, not completely one and the same, as they attack people she has nothing against. Aki killing Sota was unexpected to Misao. Maybe Misao thought sacrificing Toma would make for a happier outcome. By killing Toma, he'd be hers forever, but killing Sota puts him in the grave forever. Either way, Misao's spirit is safe. However, sacrificing Toma, it's likely Misao's spirit would never move on. So I made the right choice. Killing Sota. The first version was made for fun and it offers spare time. It's rough around the edges, but look at the big picture. About library. Similar to Onigawa, library is a mystery. She's not human either. She seems to be Mr. Onigawa's servant. She has a fear of humans and only listened to Aki because she smelled like her. Huh? Maybe Aki's not human. Yeah, I figure she's part demon when she dropped her contacts. Library was made to give out hints. I couldn't think of a good name, so I let the player decide. TL Novella was my idea. She was going to murder Toma initially. There's traces of that, and Toma ended up in the library. And if you play as the boy, if you haven't seen it, I hope you enjoy it when you do. It's just a minor thing. Don't get your hopes up. I see. This game was based on the concept of finding scattered parts of a girl, with characters and story then added. The author watched lots of B-movie horror flicks, so there's some influence there. There's something the author wishes to tell everyone with this game, and that is, watch out for creeper teachers. Why, Yoshino is really just a coward. She only bullies those wicked near her. That's why Satomi, with more friends and charm, is exempt from her wrath. No kidding, she really is a coward. She seems to like Toma despite his girlfriend. She has an unexpectedly earnest side. Being a bully was set from the start, so she looks like a mean character. I think she looks more delinquent than a bully. Originally named Sasayama, her art was designed based on her sprites, so that was pretty easy actually. More characters were designed from the sprites. Toma is a trendy guy. He looks bad, but he brings in the ladies. But inside, he's the ultimate klutz. Even Aki is astounded at times. It must be the good looks that she didn't ditch him. Maybe. He's left in the overworld in the true ending, but I leave it up to the players to imagine if he ever made it back or what. He was utterly toying with Misao. He thought Satomi was a good girl too, but it's unlikely he was serious about her. Just like Ayaka says, he's nothing but a seducer. Seems he tried to seduce Library while in a library. This becomes evident in the boy route. See for yourself how that turns out. I met a guy who's putting on an act inside and out. He's a bad boy, but as someone Misao falls for, he couldn't look too scary. Bam! Cool, dude. His original name was Kita. Seemed too ordinary, so this is what you got. It's a very dazzling name. The concept of hiding in a course actually comes from a foreign cartoon. Aki's best friend, natural stalker, a fan follower and thus total doofus. She's the one character who's not two-faced. Revived in the true ending by Niigarawa, she's fond of him, so she'll likely begin a new life of stalking in the overworld. A character created to reinforce Sota's, plus the protagonist seems sort of friendless, so she's Aki's best friend to boot. She's the one I regretted killing most. That's why I revived her in the true ending. Popular with many friends thanks to her good girl act. She certainly looks the part. She doesn't really hate Misao. Posting the text was just a joke, but dating Toma she couldn't forgive. She might seem like a flatty broad, but she really seemed to like Toma. As soon as I knew Toma would have a girlfriend, there she was. Gold ponytail and big breasts. Name and nickname were decided from the start. I'm rather fond of Satomi's face bright. Her clothes make her look like a secretary, though. The tragic heroine, Misao, friendless and far away from family. She lived a lonely life. She fell for a man, her polar opposite. She longed for Toma, and maybe the feelings were mutual. She's an obedient girl, but hides a tricky personality inside. That said, she definitely wouldn't wish unhappiness on anyone when alive. She's likely the nicest of all the characters. And all that stuff happened to her. Horribly bullied, tragic heroine and all. Forgive me for that, Misao, but I had a story to write. Since it says she never stood out, I give her a very simple design, but I was surprised by the response of her being seen as cute. Misao being bullied by her classmates was there from the beginning, but most of the ending stuff was decided much later. Even I didn't think this would end up being a game that struggled to claim 15 and up. Who's this? Miho. Without Maho, I'll be all alone again. A girl and a bad end. Changed her graphics in version 2. Maho is a vigorous girl. Miho is feeble, and thus clings to Maho. The two get along like twins. Maho. Me and Miho are always together. A girl mentioned only by name in the bad end. I actually had plans for a sequel with her once. More honest than Aki. Even here, a nigga was hiding something. Look for it if you like. Can't believe that scoundrel, though. Pretending to be a student council president? What a brat. Kudo is a character who's never rewarded. But in a true ending, his feelings saved him. But was that last Misao real? Or just another illusion? I'll let the players decide that one. Anyway, Kudo was like a big brother to Misao. No love involved, so no, Misao didn't hate Kudo, but Kudo's love was never requited. Kudo looks like a nice guy, but he's not so nice in personality. He's gloomy, and I bet he makes posts bad-mouthing people on the internet. Bonus Kudo's hate rank. Toma Yoshino himself. Originally named Kawamura, way too stupid, so I thought something more serious, and Kudo was born. He's made to contrast Toma on the inside and outside. Just looks like this weird boy now. For the character, some inspiration was taken from Revelations. From my head. I like that lonely atmosphere. Did you know there's a place to dodge between the boulders? After killing Sota, his corpse is hidden. Look for it, please. Straight out of the B-movie. That was quickly off character. How many times are you gonna fall, lady? The story's protagonist, an ordinary high school girl and problem child, lives alone and off campus unlike many other students. Tends to focus on one thing and ignore the rest. That aspect is the main reason she goes to certain lengths for Misao. And I'll be the sacrifice line? Well, that was no joke. She really would be ready to die for Misao. That honest personality of hers might have been stopped in its tracks by Nigarawa's glare. I'll always protect you. Another selectable protagonist had the same personality as girl Aki at first, but it is a little more serious in the new version. In version 2, you can only choose him for a second playthrough, but you can choose him from the start as of version 3. He couldn't do the true ending in 2, but can in 3, and it's slightly different from the girl version. Check it out if you haven't yet. It was boring as having an identical second playthrough, so I made him. Was going to make his default name Aikido. Only his tone was different in the old version, so that was pretty pointless. The new version has some slight personality changes, so check them out. Aki's designed like an old social manga heroine. She was more normal to begin with. I like ridiculous serial gags, so I put lots of such jokes in the game. That part of it has no real meaning. It's just for Part of her personality not being too distinct is I didn't want her to stand out too much. I considered her a silent protagonist at first. I agonized over whether I should write her name with the character for demon, hinting at a half-demon, half-human situation. If I make a sequel and it reveals her secrets, I think I'd like to do that with her name. Oops, I just spoiled it. I have no plans at all, sorry. Huh? What indeed was this machine? Even the author doesn't know. Okay, so you get to look at the bonus. Can I leave? Nah, I'll return. Thanks for visiting.